Have you ever poured your heart into someone only to feel drained, unseen, or unvalued? What if the real strength isn't in giving endlessly, but in choosing when to stop? This story isn't about shutting off your emotions. It's about turning them into your power. It's about finding peace in silence, strength in boundaries, and freedom in self-respect, ready to discover how to rise above the chaos and reclaim your inner calm. You've been there? Giving your all to someone who barely notices. You show up, you listen, you care, but they don't match your effort. Your heart is open, but theirs stays closed. Slowly, your kindness feels like a burden. You wonder if you're too much or not enough. The truth: caring deeply is your strength, but giving it to those who don't value it chips away at your spirit. It's not your fault they couldn't see your worth. It's their loss. But every time you stay, hoping they'll change, you lose a piece of yourself. That exhaustion, that heaviness, it's your soul telling you it's time to pause. Time to stop pouring into empty wells. Your energy is precious. Protect it. You've waited for them to notice. Your sacrifices, your loyalty, your love. But all you get is silence or excuses. You start questioning yourself. Did I do something wrong? Am I asking too much? The doubt creeps in, clouding your clarity. But deep down, you know the truth. You gave to someone who wasn't ready to receive. That's not your failure. It's your lesson. The pain isn't just in their actions. It's in what you allowed to continue. Every ignored red flag, every excused betrayal, every chance you gave when you should have walked away. You weren't weak for caring. You were strong for trying. But strength also means knowing when to stop. Your body feels it before your mind admits it. You're tired, drained, carrying a weight that isn't yours. That's what happens when you care without return. It creates an imbalance. Your joy fades, your dreams blur, and you feel numb. The saddest part: they might never notice what they took from you because they were never truly looking. But here's the shift. You can break this cycle. You can stop chasing those who don't care. You can stop explaining your worth to those who refuse to see it. Your energy is yours to reclaim. Start pouring it into yourself, into dreams that light you up, into people who value your heart. Strength isn't in reacting to every slight or fighting every battle. It's in the pause. The moment you choose silence over chaos. When you pause, you take back control. You give yourself space to feel, to think, to decide. That breath before you speak, that step back before you act. It's where your power lies. Most people react because they feel attacked, but you can choose to observe, to stay calm when your ego screams to fight. That's not weakness, it's discipline. It's the kind of strength that turns chaos into clarity and hurt into wisdom. Silence isn't surrender, it's strategy. When you choose silence, people might call you cold. They'll think you don't care because you're not shouting back. But they don't understand. Silence isn't emptiness, it's strength. It's where you gather your thoughts, protect your peace, and rise above the noise. Silence makes others uneasy because it forces them to face their own chaos. But for you, it's a sanctuary. It's where you find clarity, where you decide what deserves your energy. The strongest people don't need to prove themselves with words. Their silence speaks louder, showing a confidence that can't be shaken. Emotional mastery isn't about shutting off your feelings. It's about feeling deeply without letting those emotions control you. You still hurt, you still care, but you choose how to respond. You don't lash out in anger or crumble in pain. You sit with your emotions, understand them, and move with purpose. That's the difference between reacting and responding. Reacting is impulsive. Responding is intentional. It's knowing that every emotion is valid, but not every action is necessary. This kind of strength doesn't scream. It whispers, steady and unshakable, guiding you through the storm. People might say you've changed when you stop reacting to their drama. They'll call you distant because you're no longer at their mercy. But you're not cold. You're clear. You've learned that reacting to every jab gives away your power. Every argument with someone who doesn't listen drains you. Every time you let their chaos pull you in, you lose a piece of your peace. Emotional mastery means you feel the sting, but don't let it define you. You're not shutting down, you're rising up. You're choosing to protect your energy over feeding their noise. Boundaries aren't walls to push people away, they're doors you open on your terms. They're how you protect your peace, your time, your heart. Saying no isn't selfish, it's self-respect. When you set boundaries, you teach others how to treat you. If you're always available, they'll expect it. If you never speak up, they'll assume you don't mind. But when you honor your space, you reclaim your power. Boundaries filter out what drains you and let in what builds you. They're not about bitterness. They're about balance, about choosing who gets to share your light. Saying no can feel heavy. You worry you'll seem unkind or distant. But every yes to something that drains you is a no to yourself. You're not here to please everyone or carry their chaos. Guilt has no place in your healing. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you stop caring. It means you start caring for yourself. If someone can't respect your need for space, they don't value your worth. You don't owe anyone instant access to your heart. Protect it fiercely, without apology, because your peace is your right. Walking away is never easy, but it's often necessary. It's not about giving up, it's about choosing yourself. When you stay in a place that dims your light, you betray your own soul. Letting go doesn't mean you didn't care. It means you cared enough to try until you realized it was hurting you more. It's seeing the truth. Not everyone is meant to stay in your story. Walking away takes courage, but it's the kind that sets you free. It's the moment you decide your peace is worth more than their presence. In a world that demands quick reactions, stillness is rebellion. It's choosing to pause when everything screams to move. Stillness lets you see clearly, act wisely, and stay grounded. It's not about ignoring your emotions, but understanding them before they lead you. The space between feeling and acting is where your strength grows. It's where you decide what's worth your energy and what's not. Stillness isn't weakness. It's wisdom, the quiet power that keeps you steady in any storm. Your emotions aren't instructions, they're information. Anger tells you something's wrong. Sadness shows you what matters. Fear points to what you need to face. But they don't get to decide your next step. Emotional intelligence is listening to your feelings without letting them take the wheel. It's asking, why do I feel this? Before, what should I do? When you treat emotions as signals, not commands, you gain clarity. You move with purpose, not impulse, turning raw feelings into thoughtful choices. Not every offense needs a response. Not every hurt deserves your words. Choosing not to react doesn't mean you're weak. It means you're wise. It's knowing that arguing with someone who doesn't listen is a waste of your energy. It's understanding that some battles aren't worth fighting. Non-reaction is power. It's staying calm when others expect you to break. It's keeping your peace intact, no matter how hard they try to pull you into their chaos. You've spent too long giving your energy to those who don't deserve it. Every moment you spend explaining yourself, chasing approval, or fighting for respect is energy stolen from your dreams. Reclaim it. Pour it into what lifts you. Your passions, your growth, your peace. The right people won't drain you, they'll add to your light. But you won't find them until you stop giving to those who take without giving back. Your energy is your power. Guard it like a treasure. Choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's survival. It's realizing your heart deserves the same love you give others. When you prioritize yourself, you rebuild what was broken. You rediscover your spark, your dreams, your strength. Self-priority means saying no to what dims you and yes to what makes you shine. It's not about closing your heart, but opening it to yourself first. When you value your worth, you attract those who do too. That's when real connections begin. Sometimes stepping back brings everything into focus. Distance isn't rejection, it's perspective. When you remove yourself from toxic cycles, you see who truly values you. You notice the patterns you ignored, the red flags you excused. Distance lets you breathe, think, and heal. It's not running away, it's walking toward clarity. It's choosing to see your worth instead of begging others to see it. In that space, you find the strength to rebuild, stronger and wiser than before. Healing starts when you stop running from your pain. It's sitting with your emotions, not burying them. It's asking, what is this hurt teaching me? Instead of why does this hurt? Awareness turns wounds into wisdom. It's knowing your sadness doesn't define you, but it can guide you. It's understanding that healing isn't about forgetting, it's about growing. Every tear, every ache, every lesson builds a stronger you. One who feels deeply but moves wisely. Letting go isn't loss, it's liberation. It's releasing what no longer serves you, not because you're weak, but because you're strong enough to choose better. It's saying goodbye to people, habits, or beliefs that keep you small. Letting go feels heavy at first, empty spaces, quiet nights, unanswered questions. But then peace settles in, not loud or dramatic, but soft, like a deep breath. It's the moment you realize you're free to live for yourself, not others' expectations. Trusting yourself is the foundation of power. It's believing in your instincts when others doubt you. It's knowing your worth without needing validation. Self-trust means you don't crumble when someone walks away or questions your choices. It's the quiet confidence that says, I know who I am and I know what I deserve. When you trust yourself, you stop chasing approval. You start building a life that aligns with your heart, unshaken by others' noise. Live with intention, not reaction. Every choice, every word, every step should reflect your values, not someone else's chaos. Intentional living means you don't let emotions hijack your decisions. You feel the anger, the hurt, the joy, but you choose your path with clarity. It's about aligning your actions with your purpose, not your pain. When you live intentionally, you create a life that feels authentic, one where your peace and power walk hand in hand. Balance isn't about feeling less. It's about feeling fully while staying grounded. It's crying without losing hope, loving without losing yourself, hurting without breaking. Emotional balance means your heart is open, but your peace is protected. You don't suppress your emotions, you guide them. You let them flow without letting them flood your life. This balance is your strength. It lets you feel the world's weight but still rise, steady and whole. Not every fight is yours to fight. Wisdom is knowing which battles matter and which are just distractions. Someone's disrespect doesn't demand your response. Their chaos doesn't deserve your energy. Choosing your battles means valuing your peace over proving a point. It's walking away from arguments that lead nowhere, from people who thrive on drama. Your strength lies in what you choose to ignore, in the battles you refuse to let steal your calm. Feeling deeply is your gift, not your flaw. It means your soul is alive, your heart awake. But deep feelings need direction. Without it, they can pull you under. Emotional intelligence is channeling that depth into purpose. Letting your pain teach you, your joy lift you, your anger guide you to change. You don't hide your emotions, you honor them. You let them speak, but you decide what they say. That's the gift of feeling deeply with wisdom. Being whole means embracing every part of you. The light, the pain, the strength, the scars. It's refusing to shrink for others' comfort or stay in spaces that break you. It takes courage to stand in your truth, to say, this is who I am, and this is what I deserve. Wholeness is choosing yourself, even when it's hard, even when it's lonely. It's building a life where your heart, mind, and soul are aligned, free from the weight of others' expectations. Your peace is your greatest strength. It's not found in pleasing everyone or winning every fight. It's in knowing when to stay, when to walk away, and when to stand still. It's in the quiet moments where you choose yourself over chaos, wisdom over impulse, love over fear. Protect your peace like it's sacred, because it is. You were born to live boldly, to feel deeply, to rise fiercely. So choose yourself, guard your energy, and walk toward a life that honors your worth. If you found this video inspiring, please give it a like and visit our channel for more uplifting content.